Kristen, and in today's video we're going to be doing a makeup look. I know I haven't done one of those in a while. We are going to be doing a Valentine's Day look. Figure that it would be the perfect time because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. So I'm super excited because I'm actually going to be using the new Morphe palette, the 35i Icy Fantasy. And this is it right here. It's so pretty. I'm obsessed. I've already done a look with it, so I've already used it, but I am obsessed with all of the colors in the palette. It's amazing. So I just put like the clear with all the names of the colors, but this is the palette. It's super, super pretty. And I'm also going to be using some more palettes. It's not just going to be this palette, but I will let you guys know, and everything will be in the description down below if you want to know what I'm using. If you want to see my Valentine's Day look, then just please keep on watching. We got my Starbucks here. If you guys are wondering, this is a venti iced vanilla chai with 7 pumps of chai and 7 pumps of vanilla, okay? It's amazing. I am obsessed. I get this literally all the time. Like, ask anyone I know. It's awful because everyone's like, oh my God, Kirsten, you would have Starbucks. Yeah, I'm obsessed, okay? Okay, so first things first, I'm going to put my hair up and we're going to do the, what are we gonna do today? We're gonna do the face first because I feel like I just like when everything's just done first. I don't know why. So we're actually going to be starting out with the Baby Skin Primer by Maybelline. And I'm just gonna put that right on my zone here. And then I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in Buff Bisque. Very fancy name. And I'm going to be putting that all over my face and just with a damp beauty sponge. This is the one from e.l.f. I'm like obsessed with it. It has like tiny little holes in it. So if you have that fear of holes, don't look at this. But I'm just going to be putting this all over my face. And I found that I really like this foundation, but the only setback I have is that it legit smells like paint, like literally paint. I don't know why, probably because it's cheap, but it works really well, so we're just gonna go with it. And it doesn't make me break out or anything, so it's going good so far. And then for concealer, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C8. And I'm just gonna be putting that underneath my eyes. And then before I set my under eyes, I'm going to do my contour. So I've been obsessed with doing cream contour lately. I don't know why, I've just like been loving it. So I am going to be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define in the shade C14. And of course it's darker than my skin tone. So I'm gonna put a little bit, and it's very dark right now, but obviously we're gonna blend it out so it's not gonna be too bad. So I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender and just bounce that. And we are gonna go after and of course use a powder over it so that it's not gonna be as well, so it's gonna set basically. Awesome. So then I'm going to be setting everything with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Pound Cake. So I'm just gonna be taking it out of there, and you know, I've been actually loving this powder. Laura Mercier is like my absolute fave, but I actually got this one from one of my friends and she loved it, and she actually had like a couple extra because she gets I believe Huda is actually like her cousin. And so she was like, hey, do you want these? And I'm like, of course. So she gave me a couple of these, and I love the smell of it. Like, it smells like old lady perfume or something, but I'm like obsessed. I'm like here for it. And it just sets everything well. It doesn't like show that I have powder on or anything like that, which I love. And then to bronze, I'm gonna be using the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. This is my fave, you guys know, I love it. So I'm gonna be putting that on the contour that we did before. Just kind of messively because I don't wanna do too chiseled of a contour. I just kind of want everything to be nice and soft. And then with the same brush, I'm gonna be using the Balm's Hot Mama. It's a blush and it also has a little bit of sheen in it, so it's gonna be nice and pretty for when you keep moving your face around. So I'm gonna be using, like I said, the same brush. And I'm just gonna smile and put it on the apples and bring it up, kind of like a contour. And then for highlight, we're gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight in, it's the Amrezy highlighter. So I'm just gonna be taking that on a highlighting brush, and you guys know where it goes. And I'm not gonna be doing like too crazy because like I said, the blush had some shimmer in it, so I'm gonna be putting that everywhere. And now for brows, I've actually been doing something a little bit different, and I've been doing soap brows. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's basically where you take a translucent soap and you just put it on your brows instead of like a brow wax or like a brow mascara, and it kind of just keeps your eyebrows in place all day instead of, because I feel like when I use a brow mascara, it just doesn't stay for me all day. I feel like my brow hairs just start moving, and so I'm like, you know what, let's try this. So what I've been doing is I've actually been putting the soap on first, and then I've just been filling in sparse areas. I like my brows super light lately. I don't like them very filled in. So what we're actually gonna be using is, this is actually from the dollar store. This is Pears translucent soap, and I do have to say, you guys, this smells like Vicks. Like, it smells like menthol, and if you guys don't like that smell, or if you guys are allergic to it, I totally recommend you guys not using this. But it actually has been working pretty well. So I'll take it out. So it's a transparent soap, so this is what it looks like. And I'll just spray a little bit of my setting spray on it. And I use my spoolie, and I'll take it and I'll just swirl it around and just bring it up on my brow hairs. And I'll just, how I like it, do the other brow, and then I'll kind of just fill in the outer part and a little bit on the inner, and literally just like spoolie it, and it's perfect, and it'll stay all day. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and then I'll be right back and we'll start on the eyes. Okay, so now I'm coming in a little closer for you guys so you guys can see I did my brows. So to prime my lid, I'm just going to be using the same concealer we used. Put it on my lid. And then I'm just going to be just blending out with my beauty blender. Okay, so after we did that, we are just going to be doing, it's gonna be pretty simple, but I want it to be something that you guys can achieve at home. So we're gonna be using the Morphe 35i Icy Fantasy palette. This is the new palette that they just came out with, and it has a lot of pastels. It's so pretty, I'm obsessed with it. So I'm going to go into the shade Sky High, and it's a really light pink color. So I'm just gonna be taking a big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna be grabbing that on there. And I'm just gonna be putting it kind of like all over, like messily. It doesn't have to be perfect because we are gonna go in with other shades of pink. But I just want to show you guys this palette. So this is like one little dip in, and these colors are pastel, so you can build them up as much as you want. So as you guys can see, obviously it's getting deeper and more vibrant the more I dip into the pan. So after we finish with that, we're gonna go into the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, and we're gonna go in with the shade Bubblegum. So this is also a pastel pink, but it's a little bit more pigmented, not as pastel-y as the Morphe palette. So as you guys can see, it's a little bit more vibrant. So I'm just gonna put that all over the lid. And my thing lately is what I like to do is I just like to stamp it on because I feel like it gives more pigment and it's easier to blend out. And then with a flat shader brush, I'm gonna be taking that same shade Bubblegum and I'm just gonna go on the lid with it. So the last palette I'm gonna be using is the Morphe 39L Hit the Lights palette. And I'm going to be going in with the shade Reckless in the After Party. And I'm just gonna be taking that on like a smaller shader brush. And I'm gonna be, it's kind of like a neon pink, but we're just gonna go into the crease with that and deepen it. Just a little. And then just to deepen that crease a little bit more, we're gonna go in with the shade No Regrets and the Holographic. And it's kind of like a burgundy color, but I'm just gonna stamp it on the outer part to give it a little bit more dimension. So as you guys can see, it's still pink, but it's just giving it a little bit more dimension. Perfect. So then we're just gonna be going in with the 35i palette again, and we're gonna hit it with Sky High again, and we're gonna go underneath. So I'm basically just doing what we did on the lid underneath. So I'm just taking that light color to kind of make it a base. And then we're going to be taking Bubblegum from the Jeffree Star palette and doing the same thing. We want it kind of smoky, so nothing has to be really perfect. And then in the 39L palette, we're not gonna go in with Reckless, we're gonna go in No Regrets. And we're just gonna hit that on the inner part to give it more dimension towards our eye. So then just with a little flat brush, like just a small tiny one, we're gonna go in with 39L palette again, and we're gonna hit the shade Feelin' It and the shade Give In. And we're gonna go right in the inner part here just to give it a little bit of a shimmer. And I'm also gonna take that on my brow bone, but I'm gonna take a little bit more of Give In just because it's not super pink. And then just with the black liner, I'm just gonna be doing a wing. So these definitely are not perfect at all. They are sisters, not twins, okay? But it's fine, because when the lashes go on, you can't even freaking tell. But, so I'm gonna be adding just like a little bit of, a little some, you know what I'm saying? So go on an Amazon and put like gold moons or gold stars. I found all of these little tiny like twisty things, and they come with different types. So this one has a little bit of hearts in it. So I think it'll be perfect to kind of put on the end to just like kind of accentuate the wing a little bit. So the ones that I'm going to be choosing are these little tiny hearts. So it comes with this wax stick to kind of pick up so it's easier, and then just place them. So I'm gonna place them out on the outer part. I'm gonna place them next to the wing. So I'm just first going to be putting some Duo Lash Glue to make sure that they stay. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. All right, so they look like that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, like a little triangle. And then we're just gonna be putting mascara on and lashes, and then I will be right back and we'll do the lips. So now for lips, I'm going to be using this Primark, it's PS Lip Liner Pencil, and it's in the shade Foxy Nude. And then I'm gonna take this Sephora Lip Stories and Tan Lines, and it's a satin finish, it's not matte. So I'm gonna be lining with this and then filling it in with that. So this is the finished look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I love this look. I'm just obsessed with just like the simple Valentine's Day looks, And this is simple enough to wear out. You can even do it without the little pink hearts, but it's just perfect for everything for a night out. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more makeup tutorials or more hauls or anything, leave everything in the comments down below. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.